Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Cathaltist, and now who am I kidding? There's no one watching this. Okay, so for those of you who may have accidentally clicked on this, this is the first DLC for Dark Souls 2, Crown of the Sunken King. And we are going to quickly take a look through this, see how far I can get before I die horribly, and just generally see what we can expect from this DLC. So for those of you who may or may not have watched the video I put up yesterday or the day before, we know a little bit about the DLC going into it just from things that have been leaked already. Just that it takes place in an underground city filled with these cool stepped pyramids and temples and things like that. There's probably going to be a dragon boss at some point. Based on some of the item descriptions, it sounds like he's probably going to breathe poison instead of fire, and that he essentially decimated this entire city by unleashing just this huge amount of poison all across it, and basically infecting the entire city. So, you will notice that I am taking my time getting in here because, as usual, I kind of expect this to be some kind of trap. Although, looks pretty safe so far. And this is kind of beautiful right here. Let's just take a minute to... Yes, to praise the sun. Let's just take a minute to take a nice little look around this area. And this, I believe, is called Shulva. Yep, there we go. Shulva, the Sanctum City. Already a very impressive little landscape here. And a sheer drop straight down. Alright, well, that is awesome. Oh, okay, that is kind of terrifying, actually. I almost didn't notice that there just now. So this would be a dragon, and I am going to run and hide from it. Has a cool design. His head kind of looks like the same shape as Seath's, although the rest of him doesn't look anything like him. But yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that might have been Sin, the dragon that all these item descriptions are talking about, the poison one. Or it could just be some random dragon. Honestly, I was expecting something much bigger out of the main one, so maybe that's just a little dragon or a descendant of him. Alright, so here's the first bonfire. We're going to rest here for a second. Okay, and we're back. So, let's see here. There's an item down here. Might as well go down and get it. Now, being that this is one of those cool little sunken city type worlds and everything... Oh, that's something new. I don't know what that was I just picked up. Alright, I'll get back to what I was saying in just a second here. Let me see... No, I think it was up here. It's old something. Ah, there it is. No, wait, no, that... Oh, okay, there we go. Old growth bomb. Temporarily boosts strength. Some kind of fragrant oil. Alright, so apparently we're going to snort that at some point, and it's going to make us think we're stronger than we are. Good stuff. So anyway, what I was saying was, since this is one of those typical underground cities, sunken temple, that kind of thing, I'm expecting there to be traps just all over the place. This looks like one of the elevators from the first Dark Souls, like the kinds we see in Artorias of the Abyss all the time. So yeah, we'll probably activate that at a different point, and that'll actually be kind of nice, because it looks like it'll bring us right back up to the first bonfire here. Which raises my hopes for the rest of this DLC, because if that's the case, it means we might be going back to one of those cool interconnecting setups like we saw in the first Dark Souls. Okay, these guys hit like a truck. Ow! I really hope I just did something wrong there, because if not, that means that... Yep, and that's with the stone ring on, and something's shooting me. Okay, so, if you didn't catch that, I have the stone ring on. I'm using the Black Knight Greatsword. The strong one-handed attack is usually enough to stagger just about anything I touch with it. This guy took 2 of those before he even flinched. So I think I'm just gonna run. Okay, let's not die like that again. So, there may have been a few more deaths in there that I'm not going to include. I'm not sure how I'm going to cut that, essentially. But, basically what I've figured out here is that I am sorely underprepared for all this. But we're going to progress anyway. A few other things that I noticed here. These little torch-like things, lamp things, they're switches, which completely change the landscape. And I get the feeling that this is going to make this an incredibly interesting little DLC, if these things are scattered all throughout all of Shulva. So as you can see, I can use it to damage these guys before I actually get up to them, and then just quickly finish them off. They all drop poison stuff, which leads me to believe that we were correct in assuming that this whole place is just totally infected. Oh man, this guy's still not going down. There we go. Okay, so from now on we're going to take a much closer look around here for any more of those switches. For instance, I'm seeing at least 5 guys standing up here, most of whom seem to have bows, perfectly trained on me. I'm going to assume there is some kind of switch around here I can activate to make this a little easier on myself. There's one. Oh, hello. These guys seem to have a very distinctively clumsy swing pattern. I think I should be able... Yep, there we go. Okay, I think I figured out an easier way to get rid of these guys then. Now let's hit this. Nope. Okay, let's actually hit this. There we go. And took a few arrows there. But doesn't matter, because we hit that and killed at least one of those archers and damaged another one very badly. Another of the things that I noticed back there while I was busy dying, however, is that these guys unfortunately do have Estus flasks with them, which if they get down low enough they will try to use. Okay, didn't back up quite enough there, but whatever, got backstabbed. Anyway, is that enough? It is not. He's going to stand right back up. There we go. Just chug one of those. There's an item up there, so I can probably use this to jump up onto it. Let's just see what this is first. Oh, hello. Life gem. Totally not worth it, and I'm probably going to use said life gem to heal back up after that. There we go. Now then. I should have throwing knives in here somewhere. Where are you? Oh, I have more poison throwing knives than regular. Well, let's just waste the regular. So, going to activate this here. Switch. Click. And jump onto this as it's coming up. Escape from the archers. And jump onto here. Very nice. That actually worked out exactly how I'd hoped it would. Dark Quartz Ring +3. Alright, dark... Let me think here. The Dark Quartz Ring... I can't remember if that boosts Hex Power or Dark Defense. But it's one of the two. It'll boost the power of dark attacks, or it'll give you more defense against them. +3, I don't think I have any other rings that are up that high. Okay, cut that a little close. Go. Now we can probably take this down as if it were an elevator. So let's jump on here again. The inside this time. And see where this takes us. Did I miss a floor? No, that was probably the only one. Alright, very nice. Item over there. Looks like this might be some kind of trap. Just, you know. We're gonna check out what's on the other side first. See if there's any other way we can go. That really looks like... Oh, no, you know what? I was thinking maybe that's a fake wall. I think it might be part of one of these moving bits. Or it might just be part of the wall. Really can't tell. Again, this is my first time through here. Totally going in blind, so I'm just going based on assumption on a lot of this stuff. Although it looks like my assumption was correct on this one, and it is in fact a trap. He's probably going to jump right down on top of me here. And I'm betting if I hadn't killed those archers, they would most likely be able to shoot me while I was down on this. No other platforms I can jump onto, so there's got to be a switch somewhere. This looks like it's probably one of the moving platforms again. Oh, hello. Okay. Backstab you there. And totally remove any challenge from this fight whatsoever, and you're dead. I kind of want to know what the weapon is he's using there, the mace. Oh, there's the switch. Alright, I'm trying to think. I should have lightning bolts that I can throw at it, but I would prefer to use binoculars to aim them. Yeah, great lightning spear. I forgot about the step forward on that thing. That's unfortunate. Let's try backing this up just a little. Yeah, that's about as safe as I feel like I can. Nope. Alright. Screw this. I'm getting bow. I have no pyromancy on me anyway, so let's replace the pyromancy flame with one of these bows that I've never actually used. We just got that +7 longbow, but I kind of want to use this one instead, just because I've had it this whole time and I've done absolutely nothing with it. And I've got a few iron arrows that I can use here. You know, at some point I am going to cut here and probably go back to Majula to get some more arrows, because I get the feeling this kind of situation is going to come up quite a bit during this DLC. Let's see here. Ooh, item of some kind. Poison stone. Oh, and someone with a lance. Now that is interesting. I haven't fought too many enemies that had lances. I wonder if he'll drop that. He will not. Okay, well, let's just watch you fall into the abyss. Bye. And I guess we can progress from here. Oh, thank you. Okay, so here's the switch I hit to bring this up. Oh, and by the way, you can hit those with your shield if you don't want your weapon to take durability damage from smacking these things so much. So yeah, just use the parry option with your shield and you can smack those. I think I'm going to avoid that room to the left just because of how horrifying it looks. It's definitely infested with something, but, you know. Okay, so another of those. This guy's got a bow, so any second now I'm sure he will try to shoot me. Which means I might be able to time this to get over the... Alright, Didn't time that too well. Wow. Oh, and now there's two of them down here. One with a lance, one with a huge mace, in a very tight area, while I'm being shot at from above. This is gonna be fun. Okay, yep, not good, not good. Might get another death for the montage here in a second. Come on, buddy. Follow me up. That's it. Oop, that was supposed to be a backstab. Just pretend you got backstabbed by that. No, you don't get to drink that. Only I do. Let's see, I don't think I've hit this switch yet. There's more of those right things in this room up here, so... Oh, and there's also a pit. Never mind. Let's try this switch. What do you do? Not what I thought you did, apparently. Okay, so that's going to make it so we can run over to the archer up there. Which means there's probably another switch up there somewhere. Oh, and an item that I missed. Lightning urns! I don't really use those, but good to know. Actually, I haven't used many of my urns at all. I've probably got quite the stockpile in there. Yeah, still not going in there. Alright, I can even see little bugs running around in the floor, on the floor in there. And obviously some weird bulbous egg sacs on there. Okay, right. Forgot my shield doesn't block 100%. Okay, so yeah, backstabbing is definitely the way to go with these Sanctum soldiers. Just stab them, smack them, whatever you can do from behind with that. That looks disturbing and suspicious. So these are the little poison figures from down in Black Gulch. And they are clustered on top of something which, if I remember from the trailer, is either going to be a body like the egg carriers in Dark Souls 1, or it's going to be this really big crystal lizard type that... Yeah, it looks like it's a crystal lizard that has covered itself in statues. So that can probably... Yep, that will shoot in any direction. And is totally impervious to damage from above. So, stabbing attacks will probably not work unless you aim it directly at the thing's face. Vertical slashes seem to go right through, though. Not sure if this is poison or toxic, but it seems to be draining my life really fast here. Just get you one of those and cancel it out. Let's just destroy the rest of these. It would help if I did a horizontal attack. Got some throwing knives, that's always not... Alright, maybe I can't destroy those. They might just be there for show. Well, either way, that was definitely an interesting little encounter. And I kind of hope we see more of those things, because that was a really cool idea for an enemy. Actually, I think I'll just cut as soon as this guy's dead, and next time we'll just pick up right from here.